Hey, welcome to your lower body HIIT workout. Today we are going to use some dumbbells, a mat, and then if you have resistance loops, maybe you have a variety of resistance loops or fabric booty bands. If you don't have them, don't worry. You can just do it with your body weight. Go ahead and clear some space and let's get started. All right, welcome. Let's warm it up. Go ahead and bring your feet about shoulder distance apart, toes forward, shoulders back, chest up. We're going to start with the body weight squat. Sit in the chair. Rise back up. I'm going to turn a little to the side so you can see hips going back, eyes staying forward, a little quicker. Up, down. Go. Just wake up your legs. We're doing 40 seconds of work for each interval, 20 seconds off. And technically it's 4 rounds of 10. Pulse for 3. Hold it 3. Can you pick up your right knee? Strike your balance. Other side. 3, 2, left knee. Find the balance. Sink. So welcome back for my current subscribers. Sorry I've been off for a little bit. My internet has been a nightmare. One more set right here. Pulse 3, 2. So hopefully this one will upload. Hold that squat. Hold. Hold. Rise up. Toes out. Heels in. Sumos. Down. Up. Try to shine your knees down the center of your shoe. And do a jumping jack with your arm. Down. Up. So we are going down onto the floor in today's workout. So make sure you have a mat or a soft surface. Toes forward. Side lunge to the right. Side lunge to the left. And I tried to program it in a way so that it's easy to do the up and down. If you want to, you can always swap some of the down stuff for other standing things. Left hand, right shoe, reach, pull. Good, stretch it out, a little twist. Same arm, reach it up over the head, side stretch, pull it down. Shift your weight. One more. Switch, right hand, left shoe, down, pull. Give me that twist. One more. Over the head, please. Reach up, pull down. Elbow in your back pocket. 2 and 1. Nice job. Heel toe your feet back underneath your shoulders. Bend your knees, hands on your thighs. Cat cow, round, chin to chest. Exhale and release. So this is our tuck, tailbone under. And lift, gentle arch. 2 more. Limber up your back. Last one. Roll all the way to the top. Shrug those shoulders up and back. Good. 2 more. Let your elbows join the party. Take it the opposite way. Circle. Yes. Excellent job. All right, let's get into the work. We are going to start with monster walk. So go ahead and put your loop over your thighs. I'll meet you during the work. All right, go ahead. Throw those loops on over your knees. I'm going to start our timer. You have 20 seconds. Feel free to pause the video if you need longer to get the loops above your kneecaps. You could do it without loops. That's okay. We're sinking into like a quarter squat or a half squat. We're walking forward for 4 steps and then walking backward for 4 steps. So we don't get to come up the whole time. Ready? Sink down. 3, 2, come forward, please. Take it. 4, 3, walk it back. 4, 3, stay low, keep going, forward. This is the monster walk right here. Keeping tension on the band, knees pushing out. There you go. Now each round, I change something up so it's a little bit different to help reduce boredom. But we are gonna work the same muscle multiple times, so you get multiple sets. Keep going, up, forward. Take it backwards. Oh, I think we have time to take a couple more steps. And rest. Beautiful. You're going to keep your loop on. Grab a weight for your chest. Toes are slightly angled out. Goblet squats with a band. Coming down, hips coming down to like knee height. And then you're pressing right back up. So choose a dumbbell or not. You can do this body weight. Hold at your chest. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Goblet with that band on. Smooth and controlled. Push through both feet, even. So this is kind of like our squat sequence for those first 2 blocks of work with loops. You got it. Halfway. Shoulders back, eyes up, chest up. Now you can adjust your stance as we go, especially if your form starts to fall apart. Be good to your body here. Sit those hips way back. Try to use your glutes. Here's 4, 3, 2, and rest. Beautiful. Take that loop off your thighs. We're going to keep the loop around your right shoe. So you're stepping on it with your right foot, holding it with your right hand. Left foot is a kickstand. Belly button in. Try not to twist. You're going to tip forward and then pull that band back up to the top. I'm going to backward step here. 2, 1. Here we go. So a hinge. Pull right back up. It's a single leg RDL using the band. So RDL is just a start at the top deadlift, right? Try to keep that spine nice and neutral. Take your neck with you. So rather than doing this, which will hurt your neck, try to keep the eye gaze forward and down, and then you'll move it a little further to the floor as you hinge. This foot right here, think like 25% of your weight here, 75 on the other side. Stretch that band to the top. Pull the core in. Fight the twist. Here it is. 3, 2, and rest. To come out of this bend and release the loop, you can open, close that right hand. Same loop for the other side. I would do your heavy for these ones. I'm using my heavy loop. So it's over the left foot. Left hand holds. Right toe is light like a kickstand. Try to square. I'm going to use the other arm for like a little bit of a counter right there. Here we go. And we're hinging. Down and up. Nice and smooth. Try to keep your chest lifted. 40 seconds on this side to even you out. Really lift your sit bone and then pull it back under. I'm just going to come back a little for the camera. I'm in a very small room. So I can kind of see that I'm like easy to come out of the frame. I got like 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left, and then I lose the camera frame. 10 seconds. Comment below if you're also in a small room as you do this workout. 3 seconds. 2. And rest. Slowly come out of that. You can grab dumbbells or you could do this one body weight. We're going to reverse lunge. Pulse 3 times at the back. So you'll step left leg back, pulse 3, 2, 1, and then come back in and stay light on your left toe so it's not a full stomp into the grip in the foot. Right foot works. 2, 1. Here we go. Pulse it. 3, 2. Come back in. That pulse at the bottom is to get a little more time under tension to give you a chance to kind of stack everything. Shoulders over hips. Try to get your back knee to bend underneath the back hip. The best you can, okay? Pain-free range of motion. Don't force yourself. If there's tightness in the knees, go a little smaller. All right. And I'm just holding them at my sides here, kind of like suitcases. Push into your right foot. That'll help bring you up to the top. 2, 1, rest. Good. Shake it out. You know what it is. The other leg's going to step back with a 3 pulse. So left leg forward. Right leg goes straight back. 3 pulses on the bottom. Come back in and stay light on this toe. So you still have like 90% of your weight on the working leg. Here it comes. 3, 2, and we pulse. Come back up. Tap. Pulse it. 3, 2, stand. Could you do this without a weight? Absolutely. You can just do body weight. Could you do it with the loops? You could, but the loops are not so great for lunges. They're better for lateral movements, I find, unless they slide up your legs when you step backwards or step forwards with them. Keep going. And also the weights provide the right gravitational force from down. Come on, 5, 3, 2, rest. Beautiful. Come on down to the floor. We are going to head to some Pilates work. Elbows under shoulders. Stand on your back knee. Your front leg is going to lift and draw a little rainbow up and over to the back, up and over to the front. Just tap the floor. Brace your core. Here we go. In 2, 1. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. So you're drawing a little mini rainbow behind you. Put your eyes down on the floor once you know what we're doing. Try not to lift too high. We don't want to arch the back. Keep it neutral. Squeeze that glute. Up and over, halfway. Stay with me. Up and tap. You can do this. Using your upper body here to kind of lean into those elbows. Strengthen your core at the same time. Here it is. You got about 5 seconds left. 3, 2, Rest. Bend your knee. You can set it down. Stretch it back. Child's pose. So I hope that you have something soft for your knees. If you don't, you know you need one now, right, for the rest of this workout. So I'm on a mat on carpet, so it's nice. You can always fold your mat twice. Come back to your forearms. Other side. So you're going to stand on your front knee, lift your back leg, draw a little rainbow, and cross it over. Ready? And we go. Nice and smooth. No flinging at the top. Tap like a little light tap. Lift, tap. You keep it out of your neck. Yep. Up, squeeze. So it kind of feels like you're in a forearm plank with your upper body. Then working your backside, glutes. Nice straight leg lift there. Ooh, I'm with you. These start to burn near the end here. You could use a loop for this. I just decided not to because the transition was too much. 3, 2, and we rest. Go ahead, flip it all the way over to your back. We're going to go single leg hip bridges to finish up this round. So pick the leg that's the most rested. For me, that's my back leg. Your front leg, or whichever leg's not rested, will extend. 45, arms by your side, head down. You're lifting your hips and lowering back down. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Bridge, release. So if single leg hip bridges are just too much today, put both feet on the ground and do a double leg hip bridge. That's great for your backside, for getting your pelvis under control, being able to tuck it under and release. Woo. And get that leg to 45. You're going to feel that in your core as well. So I tried to minimize up and down as much as I could, but there is some up and down. As you see at the end of the round, we get to the floor. Here's your 5. We're going to do the end of every round. 2, rest. Go ahead and give them a little squeeze. We're going to do side 2. Unless you elected to do a double leg bridge, then you're just going to do another set of double leg bridges. But if you did single leg with me, you're going to get the other side. Leg out to 45. Arms by your sides. Head back. You're pushing through that standing footprint. 2, 1. Here we go. Hip bridge. Set 2. Try to keep your eyes on the ceiling. Parallel your hips. And smile. You're going to do this. You're going to get through it, I promise. Let's go. Up. Squeeze that backside. Halfway. So try to keep your eyes on the ceiling. There should be a timer that'll beep so you don't have to watch the clock. I'll look up from time to time so I can let you know. I want you to maintain good form. You got 8 seconds. Finish it, finish it. 3, 2, and rest. Woo, give them a quick hug. Rock it forward and back and make your way up to stand. If you need, get some water. I'm going to show you what's up next. Sorry, not to stand. We're going surrenders. Going 1 foot forward, other foot, and then place it back down. If that's too much, just do squats, okay? We're going to alternate our lead legs. In 3, 2, and 1. Step 1 foot forward. Squat, come back down. Switch other lead leg. So forward, come back down. And I bet you're going to have a favorite leg. Switch legs. I have a favorite. Now, if the surrenders are too much for you, just do squats, okay? Basic squats. We're back to the top of our block. These are the squat work. Control that descent. We don't want to slam the knees down on the floor. There it is. Come on. Stay low and control. Whew. And I only need my body weight for this one to be tough. Here's 3, 2, and rest. Go ahead and come on up. If you're on the ground, get on up. We're going to grab weights for our sides. Suitcase squats. Hands by your sides. You're going to squat, pick up the suitcase, come back up. Chest up, shoulders back, toes forward, about shoulder distance. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sink down. Okay. So if you elected to do squats last round, do something different during this round of squats. Because for me, this is a different exercise. The surrenders is kind of like a functional exercise. Can you get off the floor just using your body weight or just using your legs? No arms. Woo. There it is. Good. Stay with it. 5. I lied. Here's 5. 3, 2, Good. Okay, we're headed to some sumo squats. Stepping to your right. You could do this without any weight. And it would look like this. Coming in. I'm going to hold the weight in my chest. Pick whatever weight sounds good to you, because we are going to do both sides, but we're just doing the right side first for the whole 40 seconds. Here we go. Heels in. 2 and 1. Slide. Step in. Use this right inner thigh to pull your left heel in. Adduction right there. And then a nice external rotated squat, like plie. Second position. Good. Whatever weight you held for this side, remember, when we go to the other side, you want to try to keep it even. So I hope you committed to a weight you can do for 2 sets of 40. Woo! Good. Work that range of motion. 5, 3, 2, and rest. You already know what it is. Woo! That's sumo or plie. Step left. Get water if you need it. You have 10 seconds. Round 2, we are sweating. All right, grab your weight if you're gonna hold one. Safely rock to the chest. Heels in, toes out. 2 and 1. Slide down that wall, pull the heel in. Using the other inner thigh here to grab and pull your body weight into center. Let me know in the comments how you like this workout, how it went for you. It helps out my video with the algorithm. When people comment, share, and like, just tells YouTube that, like, hey, maybe other people will like it too, and then it shows it to more people. Thank you for those of you who have been commenting. Woo! You're why I'm still at it. Thank you for working out with me. I need this. 3, 2, rest. Beautiful. We're doing diagonal lunges next. I'm going to lighten my load a little bit. Here's your move. Weights in hands or no weights. Step out on a diagonal and then drag that foot comes back in. So we're going to go right side only for the whole 45. Your left leg is going to stay planted. Whew. It's like a 45-degree step out. And let's go. Step, lunge, drag back in. Visualize you have one of those gliders underneath the ball of your foot. Pull it in. I just taught a class yesterday with gliders, and I'm still sore from it. Yeah. So you have to really put tension into the ball of the foot to keep that glider under your shoe and not let it get away. Hinge it. Yep. There it is. Let me know in the comments, do you want a YouTube video with gliders? You can always use paper plates. 3, 2, okay, you know what it is. Side 2, that 45, hinge and pull. If your knees are getting kind of cranky, you could always just stay there and just do up and down. That back leg is off on a 45. Stay safe. You want to keep knees in line with toes. Here it is. 2 and 1. Step left, hinge and frame it, and then pull it back. I'm even making little drag lines on my carpet here as I drag my foot into the ground. Feel that in your inner thighs, right? Pull it in. Our next block is on the ground, baby. We're going to finish up strong. If you have a loop, grab it for the next block. If you need to pause the video to have the time to get the loop on and down onto the floor, do it. Here it is, 5 seconds. 3, 2, and rest. We're headed to clamshells on your side. So go ahead and throw that loop over your thighs. You could do it standing or you could do it down. And then we'll meet on the ground. Hips stacked, knees stacked, elbow under shoulder. Feet are stacked. You're opening and closing. Nice and slow against gravity and the loop. 2, 1, here we go. If you don't have the loop, no worries. This is still hard. With just your body weight, if you start to feel like this, you can lie all the way down. Let your ear lay on your bicep, or you can even do head and hand, as long as you don't feel strain in your neck. Halfway. I like this propped up one a little better. I feel like I just have better core control. Squeeze. So anyway, internet saga. Okay, we tried to switch internet because we were having really slow service. And then we accidentally switched to slower internet. And 1. Rest. And then I couldn't upload a video because upload speeds are always slower than download speeds. So it took me 2 days to upload the last video that I made, and it like slowed everybody's internet down in the whole house. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not a YouTuber anymore. Knee stack, hip stack, ankle stack, elbow on the shoulder, open and close. You know it. Ready? Here we go. After many hours on customer service hold, I have switched back to my slow internet. It's still faster than the other one. So at least I can upload a video in less than 2 days without ruining everybody else's broadband. Squeeze. You're halfway. We get to keep the loop on for this next one. It's a hip bridge with the loop. If you want to make it harder, you could put a weight on your hips, and I'm going to probably do that because this is my medium or my light loop. It's not my heavy one, so I'm going to go a little more challenge. Here we go. In 2, 1. Okay, hip bridge. You can hold the weight on your hips. Put your feet underneath your knees, lay down, and we're bridging up with both legs, back down. And if you want to challenge yourself, grab a dumbbell and rack it up on the hips. Lay your head back, eyes on the ceiling. You'll use your hands to keep the dumbbell from rolling. Ready? Double leg hip bridge. Let's go. Lift, squeeze. Come back down nice and slow. And the closer your feet are to your glutes, the harder. We're going to try to get that foot under the knee. Good. Nice alignment there. And be gentle. Be safe with these ones. We don't want to be throwing the hips up and down really quickly. We want to protect that lower back, strengthen the muscles around it. Relax your neck and your face. You only have 10 seconds to go. We're staying on our mat for the next exercise, and you don't need your weight, but you can keep it if you want to. 2 and 1. Let me show you your options. Okay, option 1, you're going to take your knees in, curl your tailbone up, kick them out, and open, close. Yeah, option if you want to hold the weight. This is insane, right? You're going to take everything out. Open, close, tuck it in. You don't have to do this one. Ready? 3, 2, and here we go. So you're going to lift, tuck, open, close. Lift and tuck. Open, close. So when you have that weight over your head, you are lengthening your lever and adding resistance. If you feel like your shoulders cannot sustain that weight up over the head, or if your lower back starts to arch, safely bail the weight off to the side and put your hands onto the floor alongside your hips. And just do that lower ab tuck with the extension. Now you could always kick a little higher or take your loop off to make it easier. 2, 1, and all right, rock and roll at the top. Are we keeping the loop? Yes, we're keeping the loop. Keep it on. I'm going to add one more. So here's a trick. If you don't have heavy enough loops, you can wear 2 light ones. And then it feels heavy. We're traveling sideways. 2 steps right, 2 steps left. 3, 2, here we go. 2. I'm going to match the music. 2. Why not? Let me go with the music here. You could always slow this down, though, because this is interval-based. It's not music-based. So you're just working however hard you want to work for the 40 seconds that are up there. And then use that 20 seconds to figure out what's up next. Get water, change equipment. Yes. There we go. Woo. Yep. Come on, come on. We want to get even on this one. So I'm going to have to go one more each way. And we rest. Okay. Keep your loop if you want extra credit. Take it off if you're done with it, okay? You're going to pulse on the bottom and press up to the top. 3 pulses. Hold the weight for a little more. Or you could just do your body weight. I'm going to hold a dumbbell. All right. Feet a little wider than your hips. 3, 2, 1. And we pulse right here. Pulse. Pulse. Rise back up. Push. Hips go way back. And for me, because I have the loop and the weight, I'm kind of using all of my equipment here to make these harder. You know what to do if you want to make it easier. Place your weight down or take your loops off. One or the other or both. Halfway. For this next exercise, you don't need a wall, but you might enjoy using a wall for this next one. It's another RDL, but with a dumbbell this time. Or 2 dumbbells if you'd like. 2, 1. loops off. Grab a dumbbell, or you could do this without any weight at all. Option 1, opposite hand, opposite foot. You're gonna hinge. Keep your chest lifted, take your neck with you. Option 2, foot on a wall. I'm gonna do the option 2, foot on a wall. Ready, 2, and 1. So your front knee is soft, you hinge, press right back up. So this is only if you have the wall accessible. You're pushing your back sole of the foot into the wall, hinging with an opposite hand grip to the front foot. This is the floor option. Belly in. Different from round 1 when we did it with the loops with the same side arm. Now we got opposite side arm. Tip. Stand back up. I'm gonna go over here. I got a wall over here too, and hopefully you can see it. So you're gonna stick your butt out to the wall if you are using the wall. Don't fall. Good. Belly in, belly in. 3, 2, and 1. You know what it is. The other side, side 2, pass it. Option A, opposite hand, opposite foot. We're trying not to let it pull you. Option B, if you have a wall accessible, you can put that foot up on it. So it's really kind of a single leg. Soft knee, chest up. Here we go, side 2. Yes. We have our lunging exercises up next. So far we've done reverse lunges, we've done the front diagonal lunges. We have curtsies up next. If curtsies are no-go for the knees or the hips, just do a different variation, do a different lunge. Can you pinch your shoulder blades back so that you're not rounding in your upper back? It's really important, and it's common when I teach any hip hinges that people round their back. Try to really pull it back. Let the booty stick out. I know it's counterintuitive, just do it though. 3, 2, and rest. Okay, we're grabbing whatever weight you'd like to curtsy with. Here's your move. Right leg stays where it's at. Left leg will just tap light. Curtsy behind. Tap light. I'm gonna hold 2 dumbbells. You could hold 1, you could hold none. Do you, baby. Get ready. Left leg's gonna cross over. And here we go. Slow down. Just tap it. Good. Curtsy. I'm gonna turn a little bit to the side here so you can see there is some midline crossover, but you don't have to do that. You can just go straight back if that's better for your knees. Do you, okay? I want you to work out in a way that you'll be walking tomorrow, okay? I want you to be working out again in a couple days. So be safe. So you'll be back to play again. Load that front hip. Light on the back foot. Here's 2 and 1. Rest. Shake it out. You know what it is. Side 2 curtsy, so you'll stay on your left. Cross that midline if you can. And if the answer is no, you can just do reverse lunges or front lunges. Usually front lunges are actually hard on the knees too. So pick what kind of lunge is better for you. Ready? Right leg crossover, slow. Come back out, just tap the ball of the foot. So you're never fully giving this leg a break. It's balancing and then it's sinking. I'm gonna turn a little to the side. Keep doing you. Yes. If you have a mirror in the space where you're working out, check out your reflection and see how your form looks. Sometimes you can be your own best personal trainer by watching your reflection as you work out and see, oh gosh, my shoulders are rounding. Oh, there I am, caving my knee in. Look and see. So I'm not there to check for you. Here's 3, 2, and rest. Okay, we're headed back to the floor. Little core work, but with thighs involved. We're going plank to beast. Hands on our shoulders. You're gonna come back to plank, walk into beast. So this is option 1, where you're hovering your knee. Option 2 is you could put your knees down and come back out. So pick your poison. Here we go, hands on our shoulders. Ready? Let's go. In, and out. I'm gonna switch my lead legs. In, and out. So what that means is every other rep, I walk in with my right foot first, and every other rep, I walk in with my left foot first. Let me show that down option where you put the knee all the way down, and then tuck and lift everything back up. A little bit easier. We're still gonna work everything. The whole body as a unit. Think functional. The ability to move your body weight through space safely. Contract your core. Come on, 5 seconds. 2, rest. Lie down on one side. You don't need a loop for this one. We're going to use your inner thigh muscles here. So step your top leg to the floor behind your bottom leg. Your bottom leg is just going to lift and lower. You're going to feel tempted to rock back. Try to stay on your side. That hip over hip, okay? Keep the shoulder relaxed. 3, 2, here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So if you find that this position is just very uncomfortable or you keep rolling back onto your side, you can go ahead and come into this classic version where you cross the top leg in front, or you could lie down like I showed you during the clamshells options, okay? Choose what's good for you. Halfway. Yep. So we're kind of getting like the full lower body picture here in today's workout. Try not to neglect anything. And that's why we did have to go down onto the ground to really try to get every muscle in your lower body. 2, and rest. Nice job. You know what it is. Swing those legs. Other side. Option, okay? Foot behind or option foot in front. Do the one that you did for the side, first side, okay? So just match what you did on first side. We're lifting and lowering in 3, 2, here we go, up, down. Check that bottom shoulder. Try not to let it sink or slouch. Stay lifted here. Good. Beautiful. And then you're going to feel that in your abdominals as well because you're fighting the urge to rock back. Brace and stay on your side here. You're halfway. So we have one more exercise down on the mat. It's going to be a little more core, but your legs are going to work with you, okay? Woo. Let's keep going. Finish it. 5, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, this one's fun. I like it. Lay all the way down on your back, hands by your sides. Legs to the sky. You can bend your knees if you have tight hamstrings. We're going 2 quick crisscrosses and then 1 bigger one to open. I'm going to try not to hit my window. So it goes 2, 1, open, okay? Cross, cross, open. Make sure your lower back moves to the floor. Ready? 2, and 1. Let's go. Chop, chop, open. You can feel your abdominals kick in, your inner thighs. Right there. Now, if you have tight hamstrings, just give your knees a little bend. Think 2, 1, open. Don't let your feet hit. Eyes up. This is getting hard, right? How do you make it harder? Move your legs a little lower down on that 45-degree plane. But don't let that lower back start to pop up. Keep pushing it down towards the floor. Open. Crisscross. Open. 5 seconds left. And then we're at the top of the last block. And we rest. Go ahead and rock it forward and back. Make your way to stand. Woo. We're doing a squat to a lunge. Here's what it looks like. You go 3, 2, 1, and lunge. You could hold the weight. I'm going to do this body weight because I'm going to try to get as low as I can. Let's go left leg back. Here we go. 2, and here we go. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Left leg lunges. As low as you can. So sink into the legs and don't come up. You just come back to squat. Oh, I'm sorry. That's mean. Don't let your lower back round. Step back. So that's range of motion if you can, or if you can't, go ahead and just reach for the floor. That's okay. If you can though, get down like you dropped something. You're gonna pick it up. God, with good form. Woo, endurance. This is why I didn't hold the weight. Because it's hard. 3, 2, 1. That's a burner. We're going to burn out the other side next. Set up your good form. Squat for 3 pulses. And then your right leg lunges back. And you don't have to go all the way to the floor, but challenge yourself. See if you can get nice and low. You got 5 seconds. I lied. 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Pulse. Pulse. Can you lunge it back? There it is. I'm using the opposite hand on my thigh for a little bit of support as I reach down. These ones burn so much. Oh my gosh. 3, 2, lunge it. 3, 2, whoo. As low as you can. Step as far back as you can safely. If you have the weight, you won't be going this slow, okay? You would be holding the weight at your chest and then just keeping your chest up, okay? Oh, you are tough if you're holding the weight. Good job. 2, 1, rest. Wait, sorry, loops on, loops on. We're gonna abduct to the side. So grab that loop, throw it over your thighs, hold a chair or a wall if you need it for balance. We're gonna lift straight out to the side. Right leg out, toes forward. Stand on your left, stack it. 2, 1, out and in. Control, okay? You might feel the urge to let it snap. Don't do it. Fight that urge. Good. So this is a nice break to not be in a squat or a lunge for a second. We just did a lot of squatting and lunging for those first two. Give you a little break. You can stand tall for the abductions. Oh, woo. There it is. And this is your last loop work. Congratulations. Because I think you'll have to take it off for the next 4 exercises. Woo. But of course, we are going to do the other side. 3, 2, and rest. Okay, so if your loop starts to roll up, fix it. Get a sip of water. You know what we're doing. Side 2. Second leg. Stand on your right. Stack shoulders over hips. Left leg out to the side. 3, 2, 1. And try to roll your toe forward. So you're leading with the heel, the pinky toe side of the foot. And fight the urge to do that, right? Stay lifted. You're in charge of when the leg comes back down. Not gravity and not the band. You're in charge. Woo, over halfway. Come on, team. Let's get it. Squeeze. We have side lunges up next. That's why I was like, you're going to need to take your loop off because usually those kind of lunges, they will just roll that loop right up to your glutes. Here it comes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Peel your loop off. We're going to side lunge here. I'll show you what it is. You're stepping to the right. You can hold a weight at your chest. You can hold 2 weights at your side. You're going to side step and pull it in. Or side step, pull it in. Or you could do no weight. You pick. Here we go. 3, 2, let's go. Whew. There it is. Try to keep your chest up, eyes up. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see. You're really sticking your butt out. Keep your chest up. Right there. There it is. Come on. So it kind of feels almost like a hip dominant move, even though there is a pretty good deep knee bend right there. And you're stepping sideways. I'm just on a 45 for you to be able to see. Woo. 3, 2, and rest. The same move the other way. You can rest your hands if you need it. This is what it is. Step, frame it, come back in, or if you were holding 1 weight, hold up the chest. Or if you're doing no weights, that's fine. Just be consistent between the 2 sides. 3, 2, and left. Here we go. You're so close. We're almost done. We have 4 more moves. And the last 4 are down on the mat. Go ahead and sink into that hip. I'm going to do a little side angle for you so that you can see a little bit of a hinge, but still keeping the chest up. Fighting this round. We don't want to round. Shoulders back. It's really common because computers, phones, lots of things are getting us to slouch and round. Fight that in your workout. Fight the rounded upper back. 3, 2, and rest. Head on down to the floor. My favorite exercise. I love this one. Go ahead, sit on your butt here. Send one leg out straight, set the sole of the foot, the other foot down, hands behind you. Lean into your hands. You're gonna lift with your inner thigh pointing to the ceiling. Here we go, 2 and 1. Lift and lower. So I am sitting back into my hands to help push my chest up so that I'm not doing this rounded position here, which is what I was just talking about. Fight the round. There's enough stuff in life that is going to make you round your back. So there aren't too many exercises that I want you to round your back for. So I want you to fight it. Okay, what are we working here? Ooh, what are we not working is a better question. I feel this down my front hip and quad. The vastus medialis oblique is my target, which is the most medial part of your quadricep. But you're going to feel this everywhere. And rest. Check it out. Let's do side 2. Okay, send the other leg out. Sole this foot down to the floor for support. Lean into those hands and kind of give yourself a nice boost up to good posture. You'll roll the other toe open so that it's externally rotated. You're going to get a little bit of inner thigh, but it's more hip flexor, more quad. Ready? Here we go. Yeah. Not to mention your core is working hard. That midsection has to fight to not do this. You gotta fight, lift chest, lift it. Oh, you're so close to the end. Halfway through this side. And then notice, which side's harder? I bet you have a strong leg. I do. There it is, come on, 10 seconds. Try not to shrug those shoulders. Our last 2 moves. You don't need any weights, you don't need any bands, but you could throw a band on if you want to. And rest. All demo. Go ahead, flip it all the way down to the floor. Facing the ground here. Back elbow to the ground. Front hand under shoulder. You're going to fire hydrant the front leg. Push it out. Come back to hip height and then back down. The reason why this elbow is down so that you can kind of rotate open with the leg. Here we go. 2 and 1. Fire hydrant and push. Back down. Can you zip your belly button in? Even though you're a little bit rotated, you're trying to keep your spine pretty silent, pretty still throughout this movement. Can you imagine if you have the loop on for this? Nice job if you do. Halfway. It's tough enough with just gravity and my body weight here. 10 seconds. And you know what it is. We're going to do the other side next. 3, 2, and rest. Hips to the heels, child pose. We'll set it up for the other side. I'm going to have to move my mat so I don't kick the wall. But here's our other side. Okay, so your front elbow to the ground, back hand under your shoulder. You're lifting your back knee up, fire hydrant, push to the back wall, come back in, and then lower. Ready? 2 and 1. Now, once you know what the move is, go ahead and look down at the ground so that your neck isn't straining and craning to see what's going on. Nice and smooth movements. We're not flinging that leg around. Try to keep it controlled, especially as you kick back. Feel that kind of squeeze and wrap around your quad, your glute. Imagine you're pushing shut a very heavy door with that back foot. You feel that squeeze? Woo. There it is. Open, push the door shut. You only have 5 seconds left. Yes, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Child pose. Excellent job. Woo. Good job, team. Go ahead and stay down on your mat. We're going to stretch. I'm going to turn on your cool down music. Grab a sip of water if you need it, and let's stretch. All right, congratulations. You finished the work. Come back to hands and knees. We're going to do a little cat and cow here. So tuck your chin, round your back. Reverse that. Soften your belly down. Lift your chest, lift your tail. Do it again. Round, push through your hands. Stretch out that back. Gentle arch. All right, go ahead and step your back foot up as high up the mat as you can. Aim for by your hands, and then drop those hips down. Stretch the hip. If you can, start to lighten on your hands. Reach those arms up. This is our low lunge position. If that's a no, hands on thighs or stay down on the ground. Ooh, it feels so good to kind of just lift up out of that hip. All right, let's bow. Hands on either side of your front foot and sink it back. Lift your toe. Gently pull that hip to line up with the other one. Hamstring stretch. We worked those legs, didn't we? Yeah. I know. Go ahead and come on back, and then we'll just kind of heel, toe, this foot underneath your front wrist, and then come down into pigeon. If your front knee says, ow, and it bites, turn to the side and do mermaid instead. If you can do pigeon, you're square on your mat. A big hip stretch. If this feels good, stay. If it hurts, go to the side. Okay, honor your body. All right, we're going to slowly come out of this. Slide that knee underneath your hip. We're going to switch sides. Step your front foot high up the mat between your hands. You can heel toe it and get it to the spot where you like. Start to sink your hips and then maybe lift up your hands. Hands on thigh or to the ceiling. You pick. You earned this stretch. Feels so good. I hope that you stayed for the stretch. You didn't skip the cool down, because I do have people in my live classes who, as soon as I start stretching, they leave. Come back down, shift back, and I want to say to them, like, hey, stick around. This is important too. And you know what? If they're getting flexibility training in somewhere else in their day or in their week, it's okay. If they're like, I go to yoga at night, so it's okay. Oh, that's fine. But I bet they're not. I bet they're not getting the stretching in that they need. Come on forward. Walk your hands back, and then heel toe that foot behind your other wrist until you can lean into pigeon. If this transition was a no for you, just find your way to pigeon however you need to, or you can roll to the side if your front knee is sensitive. Either way, you're getting some rotation in your hips. I don't know too many people who are definitely meeting their flexibility recommendations. I know I'm not even meeting my flexibility recommendations. Come on up. Push yourself back, tuck your toes, lift your knees, hips to the sky. So what are the flexibility recommendations? You want to stretch every muscle in your body, all your major muscles in your body 2 to 3 times a week, holding each stretch 2 to 3 times each session. How long do you hold? About 30 seconds or more if you can. Walk your feet in. So as you see, we did not do that right here at the end. Soften your knees. That would be like a full class right there to do all your muscles 2 to 3 times, holding 30 seconds each. So make sure you check out one of my yoga videos. Roll those shoulders around. Other way. Excellent. Let's catch your right shoe. Pull it in. Quad stretch. We'll do it a little bit. Little maintenance, right? It'd be good if we could do a little more. Make sure, switch sides. Make sure you hit like and subscribe and comment if you enjoyed the video. Leave me some feedback for more workouts that you'd like to see in the future. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Release it. Let's take a victory breath up. And blow it out. Good job today.